You're not making enough videos, whether it's YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, whatever platform, it's not enough. But here's the thing. It may not be for the reason you think. This is something you've probably heard from a lot of creators. I've heard personally from people like Gary Vee telling everyone to put out 10 billion pieces of content out every single day, which isn't always the most realistic approach, but there is some truth to what he's saying. We all want to be putting out good videos, but it begs the classic question, quantity versus quality. Should you make a ton of videos, whether they're good or bad, or should you be focused on making more quality content? I'm going to say something that's likely going to be very controversial. I think you need to be saying quality and make a ton of videos. My name is Alex, aka Shreddy, and I'm a video editor that's worked with YouTubers of all different sizes. You should hit the subscribe button because I have a lot of insight and you're definitely going to want to stick around for it. I'm not the only one who thinks that you should be making a ton of videos. In this recent interview clip, mrbeast, who is one of the biggest YouTubers of all time, has some advice for small and new creators.
When I meet smaller creators, my advice is usually just like make 100 videos and just improve one thing with each video.
I'm going to break down more about what he's talking about here in a second, but I just wanted to share a thought. I hear a lot about people not knowing what they want to make videos about at first when they're starting their channels. That's fine. You're allowed to shift as you create content and figure out what you like. Don't believe me? Here's an example. My friends over at Out of the Basement started their YouTube careers talking about movies, TV shows, and other sorts of nerd stuff. And as time went on, they figured out they were able to niche down just to the action figure community. And because of this, they were able to build a channel with over 10,000 subscribers. They figured out what their audience wants and just made content about that. But to get there, they had to spend a lot of time making other videos on stuff that didn't get a lot of views. Thanks again for the cashing out review. Even mrbeast himself said he's made thousands of videos before he started getting good at it. So what's the common theme? Your videos are going to suck at the beginning, and there's not a thing you can do about it. Again, that's fine. mrbeast said explicitly in that interview that by the time that you make your 100th video, it should be drastically better than your first video. And that's true because you learn how to become a better storyteller by just making a lot of content.
Usually you got to spend a couple years, some of us it takes a decade like me, to refine your skills and get it where you're actually a good storyteller.
You should be looking at your click-through rate, your average view duration, trying to figure out what people do and do not like about your videos, and then adjust from there. Study other people's videos. Get inspiration from the world outside of YouTube. If you're not making videos, you're not figuring out what people do and do not want to watch. Once you figure out what people don't want to watch, then you can cut all of that out and start making videos that cater to your audience. YouTube is a numbers game, and you can't gather the data you need when you're not putting out videos. And take a note from all of your favorite content creators. They're always putting out new videos weekly, daily, monthly, whatever. The point is that they're consistently doing it. Yes, I realize they're making money doing it, and people like us have to have jobs outside of this in order to sustain ourselves. So how do you break through from that? Talk to the camera in a bedroom like I'm doing right now and just figure out an interesting way to tell that story. Make a ton of shorter videos that don't take a lot of time to write, shoot, and edit, and you can get out faster. Or make videos like Meet Kevin that don't require a ton of editing at all. The possibilities are literally endless.
That idea is literally the greatest idea I have ever heard of.
But I also realize you want to be careful so you don't burn yourself out either. Trust me, I realize a lot of this video is me talking to myself. I have not made a lot of videos consistently because of one reason or another. I have a lot of work, I have a lot of life things going on, I just don't have a lot of motivation. So I had to take a step back and figure out, how do I simplify this to make it more sustainable? So quit making excuses and go start making videos, myself included.